In today's video, we're going to be having a look at the brand new game that's recently just dropped called a Blue Heater 2. And as you load into the game, you'll be put on this screen that we're on right now. And you're going to have a few different things to pick. Because basically, when you start off, you don't know what anything does. And hey, even after playing the game for a bit, it may take some time to understand, well, what does every single race do? So I'm going to go ahead and make this very simple when it comes to picking things. And I'm just going to break things down into different classes. Because we could go into detail, and I can explain to you all the perks. And I may do that as well. But I think the easiest thing to go ahead and do is just kind of say what these ones kind of fall down to. So we'll start off with the offensive classes. Now these classes basically have things that are just going to help with combat. That is the best way to go and put it. So this is going to include Demon, which gives you the extra 5% HP each kill. We then have Enlightened, which is also another offensive class, and that's a 5% MP each kill. And then we also have Fenris, which basically gives you an extra 10% crit rate each kill for 5 seconds. That is Demon, Enlightened, and Fenris. These are the offensive ones. Of course, each class has its own unique ability, but don't worry, we can always talk about that later. Then we have the support class, and there's only one support class. That's going to be Elf. And Elf will help you recover 10% and max HP when healing others. Literally the whole point of Elf is you're going to need to be playing in a team. So if you're playing solo, I wouldn't recommend doing Elf, although there probably is some crazy players out there that, yeah, you're going to have to progress through the game doing this. But this is not going to be the best way to do it. Then we have mobility, and there is 2 classes that do fall into this. There is also a chance that some classes may overlap on this list, so do just keep that in mind. But we have a Lapin, which gives you a double jump. Basically, double jump doesn't, well, I think you'd always double jump, but I believe it won't go ahead and require stamina. And then we have, I know I may say this wrong, Necrota. And Necrota gives you an extra 50% stamina regeneration, which, hey, that's kind of nice there. And then that leaves us with, well, yeah, I think it leaves us with 1 class left, which is Human. And that means you get an extra 25% gold drop rate. So keep all of that in mind. I mean, every class does have unique skills, so you may want to do some research into that. I'm going to bore in, so let's just go for Demon, because that sounds cool. And I'm pretty sure it's the one that loads you in at the start. Then we're going to start with all this, so I'm just going to be realistic. Smaller body size, I'm assuming that means we get hit less. And then there is so much different customization in the game, so you can literally pick how you want to look. Now, I would change this a little bit, because you don't want to be the exact same as like every other single player, but you don't need to be some sort of like crazy person and go for something like insanely unique, because hey, you do what you want. You know how customization in games works, and you can go for things that you want. I mean, all of these, it's just very simple. You change your thing if you want to change it. I mean, okay, well, that looked a little bit terrifying. And then you also choose your idle animation as well. But hey, let's just keep it simple and let's go for this. I hope there's a way to change it later. And then you need to pick your character name, which we're obviously going to go ahead and call ourselves T-Dog. And hey, let's load into the game and let's go ahead and give this a run. Playing the game. Hang on, first I'll look at seeing if we could find out some pretty cool things in it, and yeah, hopefully just have a good time in general. See if this is a game that's going to be worth playing or not. Of course, it's a loading animation, and then we actually are into the game for the first time, and you're going to feel a little bit lost, but at least we got a mini map in the top right hand corner. So I'm going to go under the impression that you need to, oh wow, there's a cutscene here. Now cutscenes, you can definitely watch them if you want. I would recommend, if you're just trying to speed through the game, to skip them. But hey, if you want to actually your first view, you want to look at a cutscene, you be a guest for it. Feel free to go do that. But we will actually, wait, where's the skip button? Okay, maybe we won't skip through the cutscene. I actually don't know if there's a way to skip it. Actually, if you press enter, it skips through the cutscene there. But then we're going to make our way over to the bestiary section. Now, I'm sorry if I'm saying that's wrong. And this will go ahead and give us this little thing right now, and that's basically about the different like enemies in the game, I'm pretty sure there. We'll also have companions just over here, and now companions, I believe, are only there for like pure looks. Like, I don't actually think companions really do anything. You can buy them for Robux, you don't need to, guys. Like, you really do not need to spend Robux on this game. Please keep that in mind. Next up, we're also going to go ahead and have a look at the menu in the game. If you click on the menu, it's kind of like the left-ish part. You have basically all your different current stats. These aren't technically stats. These are like what your current, like, I suppose these are your current stats in the game, but your actual stats point is over here, and as you level up, you're going to be able to increase things, and this is going to completely depend on what type of build you're going to go ahead and be using. Now, you may want to mix, I mean, there's going to be a bunch of different things, and it's going to depend on how you are as a player. You've also got all these different talents, which are all these different skills that are going to be there that you'll be able to put on as well. Then you have the players in the server, so I believe this is everyone in the server. You have 3 different options on each person. You can click and view their profile if you want to. See, they have some pretty cool stuff there. You can also go and trade with people, and you can also go and party up with them. We also have maps as well. And the map is very useful in the game because it's going to kind of show you what you need to do, and you basically want to start off by just clearing quests in the game, to my knowledge there. We then have locations, so I believe you can like fast travel for them. I think you do need to be higher level to reach certain ones. We have guilds, which you can go ahead and join guilds, which, hey, that's really cool there. That's something we'll probably look into in the future of this game. Then have the shop. Every game's got a Roblox shop. They gotta eat. You can't blame them too badly for it. And then is this also some like overlays as well? Okay, if it's just an overlay, then I think that's perfectly fine to go and have these. And can you open these? Okay, you have to pay you have to pay Robux. It's hidden. They're hidden under that. That's expensive as well. Either way, though, you've got this stuff here, and it shows the percent. So I don't know. If you want to get some of this, you can. I don't believe anything other than the Belita bits can help you in the game, although I could be wrong on that. So tell me down below in the comments if I have made a mistake on that part. But we're going to go ahead and have a look then in the game. We're actually going to start on our first adventure. So we're going to be heading over to Idri. You can, I believe, do this like in any order. You don't have to do the exact way. It's kind of you play the game how you want. You then got the little quests when talking to them. I like the game and join the group. Wait, is he a bonus thing? Well, you can also find like the game and join the group. So if you haven't went ahead and done that, I would definitely recommend doing that, because I'm going to be under the impression that we're going to get some very cool rewards of doing this. So I have quickly went ahead and done that. It may take a second after we went and did it. And whoa, we got some stuff for that. Now that will hopefully be useful to us later in the game. You also kind of need to work out the movement. So I believe you can like... The movement in this is definitely interesting, and I'm also under the impression that there is a respawn up point here, so we do that. We can respawn in this area, and then we can talk to Pinesia. And I think there's a way we can get a free mount. I'm not sure exactly how to do it. Also, talking to different people will just kind of count as a quest, or equally could have been the thing I just did there, so I'm not 100% sure. Adventure, it's actually a serious danger past these gates. I'm a professional. You can look at what you say. Sometimes you may just get in a loop if you don't do the right thing. But hey, we got our first little bit of combo right now. The first quest is to defeat multiple slimes. Now, I need to work out how do I get my weapons out, because this is clearly now I fight a slime, and I'm actually not 100% sure how to do this. This is something that you probably need to pay some attention to actually know the commands for a game. And you probably should always do a little bit of play around. That's something I would usually do. I feel like it's probably some recording. I didn't really go straight to that. Okay, no, that's definitely me to spin it. You just press Q to go ahead and rotate the thing. So if you ever lost your weapon, just press Q, because, hey, that's going to save you quite a bit of time. But anyway, let's go ahead and let's take out some slimes then, because why not? It's part of the quest. And I mean, the combat to begin with isn't really going to be too, like, intense. It's literally like, this is basically a tutorial. You got to think games like this. And also, this is a very nicely made game. Also, you need to be careful not to go ahead and put your thing away. I don't know why. I feel like I just kind of randomly do it. Also, does show, I believe, with the hitbox of the enemies are going to be going ahead and attacking you. So we're going to go and just let's clear up the rest of these slimes. These slimes, I feel like they've been looking at me funny for a bit. And they also look so cute. I love the graphics on them. And I do feel a bit bad just kind of beating them alive. I mean, yeah, well, you shouldn't have been a slime in this life. That is very unfortunate. You're definitely, yeah, this is not a life you want to be reincarnated as a slime. You're normally strong in this one. There is also some other NPCs down there, but make sure you are doing the quests kind of associated with them. So I need to be a slime slayer, which that just sounds incredibly cool. But hey, at least it manages to help us go ahead and take out this slime here, which very nicely done. We beat the slime. Also, another thing to mention, you don't actually need to do this at the start, and you can do this kind of in like whatever order you want to go ahead and do it in. But after you are in this area, there is actually a stable that you can make your way to, which I believe is just down here. Now, there is definitely a way to sprint in this game and go faster. I just have not mentally unlocked that yet, or at least not at the stage we're fine. Also, there's a stamina bar there when you double jump. If you talk to this guy over here, he's basically just going to go ahead and have a bit of waffle. And you can say there's any horse for sale, and they're basically not for sale anymore, which is kind of sad. But wait, guys, I said it was a free mount, and that's because I meant, yeah, it's a free mount that you can go and attain, which they literally would give you a free mount. So yeah, you have this talk to them. They're going to say nobody wants them. They're going to say it's a bad mount, but hey, it is a free mount that you get to start the game, which that's kind of cool. Of course, Sam, you want to make sure you press that, and I did not have voice crack. You just heard it yourself. And we now have the ability where we can go ahead and get our first mount, which should be hiding for us somewhere. So we need to make our way over there now. And if you want to know where the old horse is, it will take you only a few seconds to find it, and unless you're like me and you walk up in circles for the next 5 minutes. But no, it's actually just up here. So just at this like big building here, you want to make your way over to that. Yeah, you can double jump there if you want. There really isn't a need to. But you can get your old horse here. You pick up that thing there, and there's an actually where you get it. You do need to go back to the bit down here to go ahead and fully claim it. So we're going to keep running past these. Hopefully we can outrun them, and yeah, we're actually outrunning them pretty well. And then we can go ahead and press on this here. Then you can go through the quest and say, yes, we found it, and bada bing, Bada bong. You've went ahead and got your new horse for the first ever time, which, hey, that is definitely a cool thing to get. You can go to a menu. You should be able to see it in your inventory there. And yeah, that's pretty cool. You want to make sure you press the equip button. And oh wait, did we break the game there? There's a possibility we did break the game there. But if you press equip, it shouldn't do this. So guys, that was just a bug with the game that we just happened to see like on recording, which is a little bit comedic. But if you're doing some amount, you equip it like I said to. So you go to your menu, you go to inventory, it should be here. Then you press equip, and now you got a mount, which is kind of cool there, which then you can use. But you should also be doing the main quest as well, at least to begin with. Later on in the game, I feel like you can kind of take your own path, but doing quests at the start, like most games, it's just quite helpful to do. You can get some pretty easy rewards, at least things you'll be able to do, and you kind of need to progress with the levels that you're going through in the game. So if you try and jump too late in the game, you're going to be kind of done. Also, this literally gives you like a skill. So yeah, you probably want to skip that. And again, if you want to equip your stuff, go to menu. Go to, is it talents, I'm pretty sure, and you want to make sure it's on equipped, select slot, and I'm just throwing my first slot there. I also believe, yeah, I have some stats to add, so I'm going to throw them in strength now and have that full strength build, because, you know, that's how a balanced player plays the game, guys, if you don't know. And also, now you press Q, you will have an ability here, and you want to just go to the next quest. And there was actually a quest start area that I could have done as well, but like I said, the start ones you probably should make sure you're doing, so it may actually work. You know what, if we do make our way back up here, and we get this quest done, some quests you'll get some really good rewards for, others wouldn't be as good, but I mean, that's kind of self-explanatory in every game. And yeah, I think if we, where do we need to go? We need to go like somewhere over here for this quest. I don't even know where this one is. But wait, I could be wrong. Then we can actually also use this mount to move around the map so much easier. Equally, this actually may have not been a quest we needed to do now, and I may have just got a bit confused by the direction it's facing. But we're gonna do this quest now, and let's just hope we didn't need to be level 10 million to go ahead and do this. Come closer, traveler. And well, okay, dokie, that's a bunch of stuff there. Okay, well, let's press that, and wow, we got some free stuff just for talking to them. That's how easy that was there. We see it in our menu just there. Wait, no, here. So yeah, that was pretty easy to do. Again, some more free stuff, and honestly, the rest of the game is very self-explanatory, although I'd love it to sit here for, I don't know, 50 hours. I actually haven't posted on this channel in a while, and I hope you guys do like the new style of content on this channel. I know it isn't really what we used to do, but we're working with it, finding some stuff, testing some stuff out. So tell me down below if you did like this video, and if you enjoyed today's video, maybe drop a like, maybe subscribe, because maybe I'll make some more cool stuff like this, or I'll just go back to making what I used to make. Anyways, see you in the next one. Have a good one. Bye. Wait, just a little thing that I did forget to like add into the video. If you're trying to scroll companions, you can literally just do it over here. You want to press open. Wait, we did that wrong. Let's try that again. If you press open, then you just want to use your stuff here. You don't really need to spend it on this. And like I said, these are more just here for lugs. But yeah, keep that in mind, guys.